Have you ever opened a vocabulary book, learned 20 or 30 new words, and felt really productive? But a few days later, you could not remember most of the words, and even if you remember them, you didn't know how to use them in a conversation. If that has happened to you, don't worry because you are not the only one. The problem isn't that you have a bad memory. The problem is that you have been learning vocabulary in a way that doesn't match how your brain remembers words. Hello everyone, welcome back to English with Gopi. In the last video, we spoke about how listening is the first step to improve your English. And today, we are moving on to the second step in our roadmap, building your vocabulary the right way. Let me ask you a simple question. If you are just starting to learn English, do you really need to know words like photosynthesis, democracy, entrepreneur? Probably not, because those words rarely appear in your everyday English and conversations. Instead, start with the words that you actually use every single day. Think about your family, your daily routine, your workplace, your study, your hobbies, your food, your shopping, and your travel, because these are the topics people talk about most often. For example, if someone asks you about your morning routine, you should know words like wake up, brush, shower, breakfast, office, college, bus, coffee. These simple words may not sound impressive, but they are the words that help you speak every day. Here is another mistake many English learners make. They learn meaning of the word and immediately move to the next one without even using it. Instead, every time you learn a new word, make it a part of your day. If today's word is comfortable, don't just memorize its meaning. Use it in different sentences like this chair is comfortable. I feel comfortable speaking with my friends. Or these shoes are very comfortable. Do you see the difference? You are not just learning a word, you are teaching your brain how to use it naturally. Now, let's talk about how many words you should learn every day. Many learners think that learning 50 words a day will make them fluent and faster in their spoken English journey. But that's usually not what happens. If you learn too many words at once, your brain forgets most of them. Instead, learn just 5 useful words every day and make sure you use each one at least 3 different sentences. Another powerful habit is keeping a vocabulary notebook. But don't write only the word and its meaning. Write the word with one simple sentence and one situation where you can actually use it. For example, if you learn the word appointment, write a sentence like I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. The next time you visit a doctor or talk about your schedule, that word will come to your mind much more easily. Remember, your goal isn't to have the biggest vocabulary. Your goal is to have a vocabulary that you can actually use when you speak. So, here is your challenge for this week. Learn only 5 new words every day, but use each word in 3 different sentences before you go to sleep or to bed. At the end of this week, don't just test yourself by looking at meanings. Test yourself by trying to use those words while speaking because that's what real vocabulary is all about. In the next video, I will move to the third step in our roadmap where I'll show you how to build hundreds of sentences without memorizing hundreds of words or conversations. This is English with Gopi. See you in the next video. Bye.